Do you know what? When you're at the top and you're head of team, you're responsible, you're accountable for that team. And when I was a part of the church, the top man, the Reverend Canon, he controlled that church. It was a number of churches controlled. And do you know what? One of the church members broke confidentiality on me. And he told me to forgive her. Which, do you know what? Reluctantly, eventually I did. But do you know what? He turned her into a monster. You see what I'm saying? She started to do some tricks. You see what I'm saying? And, well, some of the stuff she tried on me, twisting around and tried to put her own blame for the rubbish she was doing on me. But you know what? I didn't fall for that, and I kept my composure. Okay? I kept my morals intact because I did not react. She was in my face trying to intimidate me and pointing a finger in my face and calling me all kinds of horrible names. Names like C-U-N-T and all kinds of names like that. Yeah, she used that. She was one of the leadership team in the church that the Reverend Canon was responsible for. Anyway, I complained to the vicar of the church, okay? And the vicar of the church told me to forgive her as well. Well, do you know what? It went as far as that because I didn't and I couldn't. He told lies. He did actually go on to tell lies to the safeguarding officer. He got me wind up in it. And we made a written kind of admission to the safeguarding, to whoever it concerned. I can't remember who it was, which he would use anyway to his effect, to protect himself. But you know what? Wow, I did the right thing of getting at that church, because to go as low as that, as a vicar, you're rubbish. You see what I'm saying? Wow. Anyway, I just took it. I didn't bother fight it anyway. There was pointless in fighting there. If that's how the church operates, I got out of there. I got rid of my faith and everything. You see what I'm saying? But it just shows how low some people can stoop. You see what I'm saying? And you know, as a vicar, you're meant to be is it pious, or is it meant to be an exemplary example of morals? You see what I'm saying? But he had none. You see what I'm saying? And do you know what? Not only did he have none, she had none, and him at the top had none. My ex had none either. They all followed in the same kind of ring. You see what I'm saying? And well. But anyway, I got out of there. And that's the reason why I said that. It is pointless having all these kind of values and not having any morals. You see what I'm saying? Because I got out, and yes, I was distressed for nearly a couple of years, but you know what? It worked out. And I got myself back together, and only because I stuck to my morals. That was the only reason I was able to put myself back together. And you know what? It just shows what I'm a Christian value as well. They used to say in that church that the church is meant to be a hospital. They said that the church is a hospital. Do you know what? The church nearly made me go insane. It nearly broke me completely. You see what I'm saying? Now, isn't that the opposite of a hospital? It's more like a mortuary.